blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now at the hour of our death. Amen.
Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
In the name of the Father, and the
Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You have been participating in praying the Rosary. For over 40 years, the praying of the Rosary has been sponsored by the men of the Catholic Churches of the Immaculate Conception and Holy Name parishes in Watertown, and their radio friends, each day at this time, Monday through Friday. We express our gratitude for your generous contributions over the years, but now beg for your greater support from wherever you may hear this broadcast. Please send your check to Radio Rosary, Post Office Box 401, Watertown, South Dakota, 57201. Your help is urgently needed if this program is to continue. May God bless you.
Well, it is time for basketball action here on KWAT. Final game of the regular season. It's being brought to you by Hy-Vee, Great Western Bank, the Perkins Family Restaurant, and Dano's Marine and Tackers, Glacial Lakes Orthopedics, South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Stony Brook Suites, and Prairie Lakes Healthcare System, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Active Heating, Avante Federal Credit Union, Clausen & Sons Construction, Hometown Building Center, Sharp Automotive, Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel, Taco John's, Northwestern Mutual, the Ramcota, Qdoba, Watertown Healthy Youth, Brian's Glass and Door, Kunkel Snyder, Dutch Boy, Gather Coffee, Eats and Gifts, Van Locken Orthodontics, Lake Stop 20, Watertown Dental Care, and Heilman Homes. Great sponsors right here on KWAT Radio.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Watertown Arrows are going to do it today.
Okay, let's go to the Watertown Civic Arena with KWAT's Todd Henderson.
Final regular season game of the year here tonight between the Pierre Governors and the Watertown Arrows. And let's see, maybe I'm not coming through. There we go. Final regular season game of the year tonight between the Watertown Arrows and the Pierre Governors. And it is the final regular season game of the year for Watertown. Pierre has one game remaining. I'm a little distracted, Rod, because the FFA brought me SDSU ice cream. So I get to eat some ice cream here at some point before it melts. I'm very excited about that. That's pretty cool. The FFA.
Do you want me to take a 10-minute break?
Yeah, won't take that long. It's 2 little scoops. I'll get rid of those quick. I'll do those on an interview. But anyhow, this is the Perkins pregame show on KWAT's coverage of Watertown Arrow boys basketball. Coach's comments are brought to you by Dano's Marine. I had a chance to talk with Watertown head coach Zach Weavick. Coach, hard to believe already, final regular season game of the year. When you start, it looks like it's a long ways away, but it goes pretty fast.
Yeah, it always goes extremely fast, and then you throw in some weather stuff this year and kind of just the crazy schedule that it was. Yeah, it's amazing that we're already here at the end.
5-game winning streak, that's a positive for us. The guys have really kind of put things together here.
Yeah, we have. And, I think it's a goal of everybody, is you want to be playing your best basketball here in late February and March. And, I feel like we're doing that right now. We're playing some pretty good basketball, and we're doing some really good things on both sides of the floor, and just confidence. I mean, I think that's probably it more than anything right now is we just got kids that are believing right now and are very, very confident when they step out on the floor.
This would be a game tonight where it would be easy to have a letdown. Pierre comes in with not a great record, but this is an important game.
Absolutely. We're looking at an opportunity, staring it kind of right in the face of possibly being able to host a round of 16 game here next Saturday. And so, obviously a huge home court advantage when you're able to lock that up. And so yeah, I mean, this has lots of implications going that way, and Pierre's not a slouch team either. I mean, I think we've seen that in AA this year. I mean, there's top to bottom, anybody can beat anybody any night, and so this is a game that we're really gonna have to make sure that we come out and we want to fight, and we gotta continue the momentum that we've created for ourselves here, and we can't have that let down tonight.
What's your scouting report on Pierre?
Big. They got some size. They got 2 kids down low. A Zabel kid, that's obviously a very familiar name for Pierre, junior, who's really, really good. And then a Maher kid too. And so, they look to those guys a lot. I mean, they slow things down, and they really do a good job of getting some high-low looks, and those posts do a really good job of sealing deep, and they're looking to take shots in the paint a lot. And so that's going to be a big struggle for us tonight. Is we're going to have to make sure we do a really good job on those big guys, and we force our guards to make some plays tonight. And then obviously on our end, we got to handle their physicality. They're going to get up and they're going to guard, and they're going to do some things to try to limit us as well. And Coach Becker will have them ready to go.
So how do we defend post players? It's more than just our defensive post defending them. It takes kind of a whole group of 5 to defend down low, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And obviously it starts with their post defenders. And the one thing that Zabel and Maher do so well is they bury. I mean, if you're not working hard post defense, you're going to get buried underneath. And then they're just going to catch it and score it over you. And so it obviously starts there, not getting buried early, fighting for position. And then our guards have to do a really good job. I think this is a game where we got to put a lot of ball pressure on. The more ball pressure we can put on, the harder it is to get those post entries. And then if the ball does go in the post, like I said, we want to force our guards to make plays on us. And so guard defenders need to dig down and make it uncomfortable for their post players to score it inside. And then we got to rebound out of it, obviously.
How are we doing health-wise?
I think we're good. I think this stage of the year, everyone's kind of beat up a little bit, and there's all the flu stuff going around. But I think for the most part, we're sitting pretty good.
Coach's comments brought to you by Danos Marine. This is the Perkins pregame show. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with Terry Becker, head coach at Pierre, in 1 minute.
Well, hello.
Hey there.
What are you having at Perkins today?
How about the breakfast burger with fries?
And the pie?
Am I having pie?
Comes with pie. Burger, fries, and pie deal, only $9.99.
I guess I'm having pie.
Don't have to have pie.
Do I look like the kind of guy to turn down pie?
Nope, you look like a pie guy.
Thought you'd seen every burger deal? Well, meet Perkins' new burger, fries, and pie combo. Just $9.99. Any of our big specialty burgers, crispy fries, and a slice of famous Perkins pie, only $9.99. A deal plus dessert only at Perkins.
During all the construction, Danos Marine in Watertown is open for business. Stop in and check out the 2019 Ranger boats powered by Mercury Outboards. There's low-interest financing. A small down payment can reserve your new Ranger boat powered by Mercury. Trade-ins are always welcome. Danos Marine, your Ranger boat and Mercury dealer in Watertown. Or visit danosmarine.com.
This is the Perkins pregame show on KWAT's coverage of Watertown Arrow boys basketball. Coach's comments brought to you by Danos Marine. Terry Becker's head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coach, just tell me about the Governors this year.
Well, we're a young team. We're pretty inexperienced. We had troubles taking care of the ball throughout the season, so that's kind of been the primary concern of the coaching staff, trying to improve that throughout the season. And I think we're learning along the way here, but we're have a lot of ups and downs. We've kind of in the midst of a losing streak here where we haven't been able to establish a lot of success by way of wins, but I have seen us getting better here in the last few games. And I think we need to continue to develop our guard play as that improves, and that's how we're going to see ourselves improve as a team. I think we have some good things that we can do on both ends of the floor, especially offensively with our interior players. But like I said, we have to develop that balance with what we're getting on the perimeter versus the post that we haven't been real consistent with thus far in the season.
Give me some names of some leaders.
Garrett Stout is one guy that's been playing since he's been a freshman on the varsity level, and he was a starter for us last year as a sophomore, and he's providing some leadership for us. And then on the interior, we've got Gray Zabel, who played in a backup role for us last year, and he's really come on the last few weeks. He's been a good go-to guy for us offensively, that we can go in and get shots from him in the post. So those are two guys that have kind of emerged as good leaders for us throughout the season.
Has the struggle been offensively, just making shots?
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes you give up a lot of points and you see the score and you think, well, geez, you gave up 60 or maybe even 70 points, and you think that's bad defense. But sometimes that comes from bad offense. We've had a few games where teams have pressured us and we've turned the ball over way too many times. When you get up around that 20 range of turnovers, you're not going to win a lot of basketball games. And teams are too good. They convert those into points really fast. And that's kind of been our bugaboo throughout the season is, if we can take care of the ball and keep that in a workable range, 12 to 15 turnovers even, then we're going to find ourselves in a lot of games. But if we get up around that 20 range, then it's hard for us to stay in the game, because we don't shoot it particularly well from the perimeter. We have some guys that can make shots out there, but we're not really phenomenal from the perimeter. So, we need to make sure that we're getting shots every possession. When you're up at 22, 25 turnovers a game, then you're not going to win a lot of games, because those are all possessions that you're not getting a shot. So that's really hurt us.
What's your scout on the Arrows?
I think they're a team that's really coming on here. I mean, I think they've won, 5 in a row, and five. Yeah. So, they're a team that I think is playing really well, and they've got a little bit of everything. I think they've got some inside play. They've got some guys that can play inside and out, and they've got some perimeter shooters and, the perimeter play that, it seems to me, they look like a team that maybe early on in the season were adjusting to a new coach, and sometimes there's a learning curve with all of that. But now, after that understanding starts to grow, with what the new coach wants, and that part of it becomes more comfortable, then you see them playing better. And they're a veteran team. They've got some guys that have played at the varsity level, so you see that all emerging for them right now as well.
What's left for you?
Tonight against the Arrows, and then Saturday we'll have a makeup game against the Colonels. So, these are important games for us, not only just to be playing well by the time we hit the playoff. We're going to be on the road. We're going to be one of those lower seeds, 14, 15, 16 range. So, we are still trying to jockey for position a little bit. So, it's important for us more than anything just to kind of get on the right foot in terms of building some confidence. So, we get into that playoff game next week that, we're ready to play.
Terry Becker, head coach of the Pierre Governors. This is the Perkins pregame show. Lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. JV got a nice 52-33 win. I talked to Maddie about it. Coach, last JV game of the season, a slow start, but then the guys got going, and it was a good way to end.
Yeah, a real slow start. But that's the way the game. That's the way the games are sometimes. You just never know what you're going to get right away at the opening tap. And credit the kids; they responded a little bit, challenged them a little bit, and got out and got some defensive stops, fueled the offense a little bit, and that's just the way the game of basketball is. It's a seesaw game, and I was really proud of the kids and their effort, and a lot of good things.
All in all, satisfied with the year?
Yeah, and I told them afterwards we have a lot of things to work on, don't get me wrong, but but the effort was always there, for the most part. And I've told you many times that this isn't an easy game to play in at 4 o'clock. Not a lot of people sitting in the stands. And you got to find some way to bring energy. But I was really happy. Up and down the board, my juniors. Mason Morris had a really good year, I thought, and Brandon Smith got better and better as the year went on. And Wyatt Burner, love the kid. He's probably one of the most coachable kids I've ever had the opportunity to coach. He just like a sponge, soaks things up, and just effort all the time. Jack Ferguson got better and better, and throw Dawson Schmidt in there and Cooper Heiser, and and we had a fun year. And I told him afterwards, we have a lot of things to work on, but hopefully they learned how to play the game the right way. And I thought from game 1 to game 20, it seems like we just started, but game 20 we got better. We got better, and that's what junior varsity basketball is all about, and prepare those guys. And I was really happy with the year.
Matty Cran's lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. I don't even want to do it, but we need to get a weather update here on the pregame show. This is the Perkins pregame show. Our weather brought to you by Active Heating and Air Conditioning. I don't even want you to talk, Rod, but give us the weather.
Okay, I'll just sit here for 10 seconds. Yeah, we do have a chance of snow after midnight. More snow for tomorrow, maybe 2 to 4 inches by the time this thing is done. Friday night, Saturday. And then it gets very windy on Saturday and going into Sunday. And then maybe a chance of some snow again as we head into the first part of next week. So then it's just not going to get very warm as well. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Right now, Pierre is cloudy and 10 above 0. Here in Watertown, we're cloudy and 12 above.
All right. Thank you, Rod. Weather update brought to you by Active Heating and Air Conditioning for all your heating and air conditioning needs in year-round comfort. Want to remind you each and every time the Arrows score a 3-point basket, you call 886-8444. Get registered. You could be a lucky winner of a Dutch Boy soft cloth car wash. And for each 3-point basket made, Mike Lucan donates $25 to the Arrow Education Foundation. Also want to remind you, if the Arrows control the tap, Watertown Dental donates $50 to the Arrow Education Foundation. Final game of the regular season for the Watertown Arrows here tonight against these Pierre Governors. The Governors have one game remaining as they will take on the Mitchell Colonels. You've been listening to the Perkins pregame show. We have live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net. It's brought to you by Sharp Automotive. Let's take a time out. We'll come back with more in 1 minute.
You'll always find the latest trends in floor covering at Hometown Building Center, from natural tile and stone to timeless hardwoods and luxurious carpets. The floor covering professionals at Hometown are ready to help. Stop in and let us help you select the floor covering that best suits your needs and your lifestyle. We will also schedule the installation by one of our qualified installers. Hometown Building Center, South Highway 20 in Watertown.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Once again, a great big thank you to the FFA giving away free SDSU ice cream, and they delivered to me up here in the broadcast booth. I'm sure it was cookies and cream or Oreo or something. It was good. It was good. It hit the spot. Thank you, FFA, for that free SDSU ice cream. Let's join public address announcer Mark Panic now and listen in to some instructions and then the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Watertown High School and Civic Arena. Tonight we are pleased to welcome our guests and players, coaches, and fans from Pierre TF Rings Governors. This contest is sanctioned by the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment of education-led to high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential to the success of these programs. Remember, you do not have to be an athlete to be a good sport. Tonight's officials are Luke Langer, Aaron Entringer, and Chris Long. Please remain standing. Join us in honor of America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the anthem will be sung by the Watertown High School Mixed Vocal Ensemble under the direction of Dale Younger. Please show the proper respect to the flag art and rear cap or hat. Stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military personnel not in uniform may salute the flag.
There you go, national anthem on KWAT's coverage of Watertown Arrow boys basketball. Starting lineups are brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics. And let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for Pierre, they'll start Paul Adams, 6'6", and a junior. Grant Judson, 5'10", and a junior. Gray Zabel, 6'6", and a junior. Garrett Stout, 6'1", and a junior. And Matthew Lusk, 5'10", and a junior. Adam, Judson, Zabel, Stout, and Lusk. The starting lineup for the Pierre Governors, coached by Terry Becker. For the Arrows, Parker Schmidt, 6-foot senior. Solomon Bach, 6'6", and a senior. Blake Holden, 6'3", and a senior. Brandon Flory, 6 feet tall and a senior. And Evan Faulkner, Evan is 5'10", and a junior. Schmidt, Bach, Holden, Flory, and Faulkner starting for Zach Weavick and the Watertown Arrows. Starting lineups brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics. Live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net. It's brought to you by Sharp Automotive. One more break, and then it's time for basketball. We'll come back in 1 minute.
This is Dr. Casey Johnson, Glacial Lakes Orthopedics in Watertown. My partners, Dr. Michael Venner and Dr. Jerry Reiber, and I would like to extend best wishes for safe and successful sports season for all of our area athletes. We are proud to continue to provide on the field and in the office sports medicine and orthopedic surgery services for all the Arrow and all Watertown area athletic programs. For an appointment today, call 882-2630 or go online and visit us at glaciallakes.orthopedics.com.
When it comes to tires, don't settle for less. The tires on your vehicle were specifically designed for that vehicle. And while you can buy tires from many places, Sharps in Watertown takes the time to check, research, and verify that the tires Sharps recommend belong on your vehicle. Your stopping power, turning, and traction on slippery roads all come down to your tires. Who are you going to trust to put tires on your next vehicle? Choose Sharps, the tire dealer you can count on in Watertown.
Welcome back to the Watertown Arena. You've been listening to the Perkins pregame show on KWAT's coverage of Watertown Arrow boys basketball. Just finishing up the introduction of the starting lineups, and we are set for basketball. Each and every time the Arrows score a three, you call 886-8444. Get registered. You could be a lucky winner of a Dutch Boy soft cloth car wash. Also $25 donated to the Arrow Education Foundation by Mike Lukin. Should the Arrows control this opening tap, $50 donated to Watertown or to the Arrow Education Foundation by Watertown Dental Care. Solomon Bach to jump center against Paul Adam to get this ball game underway. We are set to go. The official steps in, tap controlled by the Arrows. $50 donated to the Arrow Education Foundation. Brandon Flory against man-to-man D. Picks up his dribble. Left side of the key to Solomon Bach. Solomon off a pick. Pushed down the defender. Goes left wing to Parker Schmidt. Parker left wing to Evan. Evan looks down low. Got it to Blake. Blake curls. Top of the key. Solomon for a three. Good. 886-8444. Get your name registered. You could be a Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash winner. Matthew Lusk, left side of the top of the key to Gray Zabel. Zabel, right side of the top of the key to Stout. In the lane it goes, and an offensive foul going to be called as Paul Adam put his shoulder into Solomon Bach. That'll be foul number 1, turnover number 1 against the Pierre Governors. Solomon Bach to inbound it, tosses it into Evan Faulkner. Faulkner defended by Judson across the timeline. Evan dribbles out front, spins away from some good aggressive man-to-man D, needs help. Right wing to Brandon Flory. Flory holds the ball, puts it on the floor, stops into double team. Evan, top of the key, left side of the key to Solomon Bach. Splits the D, hook pass left baseline to Parker. He kicks it free throw line area to Blake. His little jumper was up and short. Rebound to the Governors. Lust down the left side. Lust pushes it across the timeline. Right wing to Judson. Judson to Stout in the right corner. Stout looks low, goes up top. Left side of the key to Lust. Left baseline to Judson. Judson, top of the circle to Matthew Lusk. Lusk, one dribble, gives to Judson. Judson to the top of the key, picks up his dribble. Gives to Zabel, right side of the free throw line. Top of the key to Stout. In the lane it goes to Paul Adam. Down low to Gray Zabel. He'll muscle one up too hard. Rebound taken down by Blake Holden. Blake gives to Parker down the left side to Evan Faulkner. Faulkner down low to Solomon Bach. Solomon across court on the right wing to Flory. Flory gives right baseline to Parker Schmidt. Skip pass left wing to Solomon. He dribbles into a double team. Turns there, now needs help. Back door to Evan Faulkner. His runner hit the side of the glass. Rebounded by the Governors. Ball knocked away by Parker Schmidt, controlled by Stout. Top of the key to Matthew Lusk. Deep in the right corner, Adam with it. Skip pass left side of the key to Stout. Stout picks up his dribble. Hook pass in the lane to Gray Zabel. Double teamed and traveled with the basketball. Turnover number 2 on the Pierre Governors. Into the game comes Pierre Lear and Adam DeYoung. 5:46 to go, opening quarter. It's a 3-0 Arrow lead. Governors playing some good aggressive man-to-man defense. Arrow's got to get some dribble penetration against it. Evan Faulkner, right wing. Evan on the dribble. Gives to Pierre deep in the right corner. Pierre dribbles to the wing. Pierre stops, jumps from the free throw line and misses everything. Goes out of bounds. It'll be an air ball and basketball to the Pierre Governors. Not a real good shot selection that time by Pierre Lear. 3-0 lead for the Arrows. Matthew Lusk across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. Gives to Judson. Back to Lusk. Lusk, top of the key, knocked away by Evan Faulkner. Evan will bring it down court for the Arrows. DeYoung on the left wing, left baseline to the glass, missed the lay-in. Rebound taken down by Zabel. Zabel gets it ahead to Stout. Stout across the timeline. Gives out front to Matthew Lusk. Right wing to Judson, way outside, right side. Top of the key, it goes to Adam. Down low, nice entering pass to Zabel for the high-low lay-in. DeYoung back for the Arrows, leading 3-2. Solomon Bach, right side of the key, backs into the lane, to the basket. Reverse lay-in, doesn't go. Rebound taken down by Zabel. Zabel to Lusk, ahead it goes on the drive, running over the defender. Offensive foul going to be called on Paul Adam. His second charge, turnover number 4 against the Pierre Governors. Adam will have to come out of the game. Bennett Dean in to replace him. Jacob Tischer comes into the ball game for the Arrows. 4:35 to go, opening quarter, 3-2 Arrow lead. Pierre Lear to inbound the ball, bounces it into Evan Faulkner. Evan defended by Judson. Left-hand dribble down the left side, crosses over the midcourt circle. Slows it down now, needs somebody to move. Scoops it off to Solomon Bach. Solomon hands it to Evan on the drive, bumped and fouled before the shot. And that foul will go on Grant Judson. Number 1 on Judson, team number 3 against the Governors. Arrows will inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. Lob into Solomon at the free throw line. Hands it off to DeYoung. DeYoung on the dribble between the circles. Right wing Evan. Evan on the dribble drive to Solomon. Right wing 3 short. Rebound grab by DeYoung. Lays it in. Adam DeYoung with the offensive rebound and put back. Arrows lead 5-2. Matthew Lust to Stout. Right corner Judson. Judson dumps it down low to Gray Zabel. Zabel holds the ball. Lobs top of the circle. Around the horn. Left baseline to Lusk. Lusk picks up his dribble to Stout, right side of the key, down low to Zabel. Good strong move by Zabel. Dropped the ball, got it back, doesn't get it to go. Out of bounds, last touched by Pierre Lear. It'll be a throw-in for Pierre, and they'll inbound right to their own basket on the baseline. Blake Holden back in the game, also Parker Schmidt in the game for the Watertown Arrows. Matthew Lusk will inbound it right of his own basket on the baseline. Lusk trying to get it in, does so. Top of the key to Zabel. On the floor now is Alec Miller for Pierre. Lusk on the dribble drive, had his shot partially blocked. Loose ball, Blake Holden gets it out to Adam DeYoung. Adam left baseline to Blake, left side of the key, right wing to Tischer. Tischer goes cross court, left wing to DeYoung, dumps it down low to Blake. He muscles his way in under the defender and lays it in. 7-2 lead for the Arrows, 3:19 to go opening quarter. Matthew Lusk across the timeline, worked by Parker Schmidt, gives out front to Bennett Dean. Dean right side of the key to Miller. Miller tried to go inside, goes to Lusk. Lob went past to Stout. Stout bumped and fouled by Pierre Lear. For Pierre, his first, team first on Watertown. Flory in the game, Pierre Lear goes out. 3:02 to go in the opening quarter. It's a 7-2 Arrow lead. Stout will inbound the ball, does so top of the key, around the horn to Dean. Zabel down low, hook pass in the corner to Stout. Good D by DeYoung. Stout in trouble now, jumps it out front between the circles. Gives to Dean, right side of the key to Lusk. Stout on the right wing. Stout waits for cutters, nobody there, gets it on the floor, gets in the lane, little jumpers up and in. Nicely done by Garrett Stout. 7-4 Arrow lead, 2.5 to go opening quarter. Bounce pass to Blake Holden, front court, top of the key to Tischer on the right wing. Tischer splits the D, had the ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Arrows will inbound it right of their own basket on the baseline. Evan Faulkner comes into the game. Arrows will inbound right of their own basket. Flory inbounds to Blake Holden. Blake going to hand it off to Flory. He turns, fakes the 3. Left wing it goes to Parker Schmidt. Schmidt on the dribble, left corner to DeYoung. DeYoung dumps it down low to Blake. Hook pass to Flory, right wing. Right baseline to Parker. Evan Faulkner, right wing for a 3, and he hits it. 8-8-6-8-4-4-4. 10-4 Arrow lead, 2 minutes to go first quarter. Back with the basketball is Alec Miller. Right side of the top of the key to Stout. Gives to Bennett Dean, left side of the key. Right side of the key to Judson. Down low, too easy to Gray Zabel. Had it knocked away, though. Turnover number 5. Parker Schmidt back with it for Watertown. Splits the D, lays it in. Good strong drive by Parker Schmidt, and the Arrows lead 12-4. Back with it for Pierre. Timeout on the court, 30-second. Arrows lead 12-4. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more in 30 seconds. Where do you get free popcorn and ice with the purchase? Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash and Gas Station in Watertown. Fill up your vehicle with diesel or gas and receive $1 off at Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash. And car wash certificates never expire. For diesel, gas, and a great car wash, get the Dutch Boy on East 212 in Watertown. So Pierre takes the timeout. Their first of the ball game. Arrows leading by a score of 12-4 here in the first quarter of play. Pierre will inbound the basketball. They toss it back court to Matthew Lusk. Lusk on the dribble, right wing. Goes top of the circle with it to Bennett Dean. Left baseline Judson for an open 3 is off the rim, no good. Rebound to Blake Holden. Good block out on Zabel. Left wing, Evan Faulkner, forecourt. Gets it down low to Solomon. Spins around the defender to Blake in the lane. He put one up off balance, no good, and then knocked the rebound out of bounds. Basketball to the Pierre Governors. Paul Adam back on the floor with 2 personal fouls. He inbounds it to Matthew Lusk, gives to Paul Adam. Adam races across the timeline with a basketball. Gives right wing to Bennett Dean. Right corner to Paul Adam. Right side of the top of the key. Left wing to Matthew Lusk. Lusk in the lane to Adam. Adam turns. Top of the key, Judson. Down low it goes Zabel. Double team. In the lane a long time. Nice backdoor dish to Lusk. He lost the ball. Zabel still in the lane. Long 3 by Judson doesn't go. Rebounded by Blake Holden. Parker Schmidt down the left side to Flory. Stops and pops a deep 3. No good. Rebound taken down by the Governors. Maybe not a good shot selection that time by Brandon. Across the timeline is Matthew Lusk to Bennett Dean on the right wing. Top of the circle to Paul Adam. High low to Zabel. Left-handed jump hook is good. It counts and a foul. Foul goes on Blake Holden, his first, team number 2 on the Arrows. 12-6 Watertown lead, 25 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Free throw by Zabel is on the way and no good. Blake rebounds. Gives the outlet to Parker Schmidt. Parker down the right side. Gives to Evan Faulkner, top of the key. Pierre's playing a zone now, a 1-2-2 zone. Evan Faulkner, hook pass to Solomon Bach for a 3 off the rim. Blake couldn't control the rebound. It's grabbed by Zabel. Zabel dribbles out of a double team, heads down court himself. He'll let one fly at the buzzer and come up short. End of 1, Arrows 12, Pierre 6. Second quarter comes your way in 1 minute.
This is Dale with Heilman Homes. Please give me a jingle for any of your new home and construction needs. 868-1410. We can run the job start to finish. No job too big, no job too small. Call Heilman Homes, 868-1410.
Mom called today, and she and Dad are pre-planning their funerals.
What? I guess I never thought about that.
I thought the same thing, but I'm really glad that they are. When that time comes, it takes the pressure of decision-making off of our shoulders. I actually called her back after thinking about it and thanked her.
Hi, this is Chad Ostis at Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel. While it can be difficult to talk about, prearranging your own service will help ease the burden on your loved ones. Call us today at 882-1516. Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel, where service and caring is our profession.
In that quarter, the Governors were 3 of 9 from the field, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. They turned it over 5 times in the first quarter. The Arrows 5 of 14, 2 threes, no free throws, no turnovers. Second quarter set to get underway. 12-6 Arrow lead. Governors to inbound. Stout tosses it in to Matthew Lusk. Arrows play man-to-man, or do they switch to a zone 2? Ball knocked away by Evan Faulkner. Evan got it to Parker Schmidt, and then Parker's fouled on the breakout. That's going to go on Matthew Lusk. That'll be his first, team number 4. Arrows will play it in on the right sideline in the forecourt, about 24 feet above the baseline. Parker to inbound it, does so to Evan way outside. He'll work off a Solomon Bach pick. Keeps the dribble alive, left baseline to Parker. Lob for Blake, he catches. Good backside help defense, though, and the Arrows turned it over for the first time as Zach Lettler was there to pick it up. Lettler on the baseline with a basketball, left side of the key. Right wing to Stout, right baseline to Lusk. Gives to Stout on the wing. Somebody's wide open. It's Lettler. He'll Lettler a 3, no good. Rebound run down, though, by Andrew Coverdale. Coverdale gives to Lusk, right wing to Stout. Stout dumps it down low to James Mikkonen. Left side of the top of the key. Jumper doesn't go by Zach Lettler. 12-6 lead for Watertown. Evan Faulkner, top of the circle to Blake Holden. Blake lobs it down in the right corner to Solomon Bach. Tried to catch it with one hand, off his hand and out of bounds. 2 straight turnovers for the Watertown Arrows. Blake goes out, Parker goes out, Pierre and Adam DeYoung in. 12-6 Arrow lead. Minute gone in the second quarter of play. Matthew Lusk across the timeline. Dribbles right wing. Gives top of the circle into the hands of Coverdale to Lettler on the left wing. Lettler picks up his dribble. Gives to Coverdale out front. Coverdale, right side of the top of the key, hands it off to Lusk. Lusk goes left wing to Stout. Left baseline Lettler to Stout on the left wing. Top of the key it goes. Right wing to Lusk. Cross court to Stout. Quick three by Stout is good. Garrett Stout has 5, and it's a 12-9 lead. Evan Faulkner almost threw it away, knocked out of bounds by Garrett Stout. Arrows have lost their focus and intensity. Got to get it back. Adam DeYoung, way outside left side, throws it in to Evan Faulkner to Adam on the right wing. Adam puts it on the floor, dribbles to the free throw line, gives right wing to Solomon Bach. Solomon, top of the circle to Evan for a quick three off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Stout. Garrett Stout gives out to Matthew Lusk. Lusk across the timeline, Arrows play man-to-man. Lusk between the circles on the dribble. Lusk keeps dribbling, gives in the right corner to Coverdale. Coverdale, top of the circle to Lettler. Lettler to Coverdale, right wing. Down low it goes to Mikkonen. Top of the key to Stout. Stout, left baseline to Lusk. Stout on the left wing. Stout gives to Lusk. He'll slash. He'll stop free throw line. Right wing to Lettler. Lettler's shot blocked by Solomon Bach. Loose ball picked up by Pierre Lear. Got to give it up to a guard. Gets in trouble. Got it to DeYoung. Right side of the key. Flory for 3. Nicely done. Good ball movement by the Arrows leads to a 3. Lettler back with it for the Governors. Lettler gives right wing to Matthew Lusk. Lettler top of the key, left side of the key, Coverdale to Mikkonen down low. Mikkonen's going to be fouled by Solomon Bach. Number 1 on Solomon, team number 1 against the Arrows. Judson coming in, also Zabel back in the game. 15-9 Arrows, 5:14 to go first half. Garrett Stout to toss it in, does so to Lusk. Lusk off a Zabel pick, looks pick and roll, got him the ball nicely. Zabel balanced and lays it in. Good execution by the Governors. 15-11 Arrows on top. 5 to go in the first half. Flory, top of the key to Solomon Bach. Solomon, pull up in the lane from 8 is way short. Rebound taken down by Zabel. Zabel gives to Matthew Lusk, right wing to Judson. Judson puts it on the floor. Judson stops. Judson gives to Zabel, right wing. Zabel on the drive against Solomon. Backs in, steps, fall away jumper. Tough shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Solomon. Gives to Faulkner ahead to Adam DeYoung. DeYoung on the right wing to Solomon, top of the key. Left wing, Flory. Flory holds the ball to Pierre Lear, right side of the key. DeYoung on the right wing. DeYoung looks at Cutters. DeYoung dribbles to a double team, gives to Faulkner. Evan on the right sideline had the ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Judson. Into the game for the Arrows comes Parker Schmidt and Blake Holden. Evan gets a breather, as does Solomon Bach. 4:16 to go in the first half. Arrows 15, Pierre 11. Parker to put the ball in play, does so to Adam DeYoung. Adam hands it off to Parker Schmidt. Schmidt midcourt circle on the dribble. Schmidt off the pick. Schmidt on the drive. Schmidt to the glass, lays it in. Parker's second layup. He's got 4. 17-11 Arrows on top. Matthew Lusk back with the ball for Pierre. Lusk gives to Stout on the right wing beyond 3. Top of the key to Lettler. There's the high-low again to Zabel. Too easy. Left baseline Judson for the kick-out 3. No good. Pierre Lear with the rebound. Pierre nearly threw it away. Parker with a good catch. Parker down the left sideline to DeYoung on the left wing. He had the ball swatted away by Stout. Stout to Lusk, to Stout on the breakaway and lays it in. Stout's got 7 as the Governors playing very good aggressive defense. Flory on the right wing, dumps it down low to Blake Holden. Blake turns and looks, goes left side of the top of the key to Parker. Through the double team, dishes to Blake. He dropped the ball. He got it back. He dropped it again. Forced it inside to Pierre Lear. He had his shot blocked out of bounds. It'll be basketball to the Arrows. Into the game comes Paul Adam. Evan Faulkner in the game as well. Also in the game for Pierre, Alec Miller. Arrows will inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. 17-13, 3:09 to go in the first half. Evan Faulkner to put it in play. Comes into Adam in the right wing. Right side on the wing it goes to Parker Schmidt. Parker holds the ball, now puts it on the floor. Dribbles, picks up his dribble, hands it off to Evan. Evan on the drive, right baseline to Parker. He drives and is held by Judson on the play. Judson gets his first, team number 5, fresh 35 for the Watertown Arrows. Solomon Bach in the game. Pierre Lear goes out. Also in the game for the Governors is Bennett Dean. Arrows will inbound on the right sideline, 18 feet above the baseline. Parker Schmidt to put it in play. Parker gives way outside right side. Parker on the dribble. Parker goes against Stout, down on the baseline, kicks it left wing, left baseline to Parker Schmidt. Parker gives left wing to Adam DeYoung. DeYoung holds the ball. DeYoung dribbles into a double team, gives to Solomon Bach. He goes by the defender, stops, layup no good, but draws the foul on Paul Adam, and that'll be his third personal, and to the free throw line will go Solomon Bach. Nope, they're not going to give it to Paul Adam. They give it to Gray Zabel, so we'll scratch that one out. Solomon Bach for 2. Free throw is no good. Solomon Bach with another free throw try. Second one is on the way by Solomon, and that does rim in for him. 18-13, Arrows on top, 2:35 to go here first half. With the basketball is Alec Miller, gives to Gray Zabel, left side of the key. Right side of the key to Bennett Dean. On the cut was Paul Adam. Zabel at the free throw line with the basketball. Zabel gives out front into the hands of Alec Miller. Miller wants to go to Zabel, gives it to him, top of the key, way outside right side to Stout. Stout on the cut to Paul Adam, couldn't handle a pass. Turnover 7 on the Governors. Parker Schmidt brings it back for the Arrows, almost threw it over and back. Solomon Bach left wing to Evan Faulkner. Goes left baseline to Blake Holden. He'll muscle one up, no good. Blake looking for a foul, none called. Down the right side, Stout. It's been a physical game. You can't expect to get that foul called. Zabel on the left wing. Had it taken away by Parker Schmidt from behind. Parker dribbling down court to Solomon Bach, and that is a third foul on Paul Adam right there. Solomon Bach back to the free throw line for 2 more. 1:39 to go in the first half. It's 18-13 in favor of Watertown. Solomon Bach at the line for 2. Free throw is up and no good. Solomon's got another try coming here. Another free throw try for Solomon Bach on the north end, sends that one up and in. 19-13 Arrow lead, minute and a half to go first half. Alec Miller way outside to Bennett Dean, down low to Gray Zabel. Zabel double team, got it out to Miller for 3, way short. Rebounded by Zabel though, and he lays it up and in. Parker Schmidt for the Arrows, leading 19-15. Bounce pass, right wing to Solomon Bach. Solomon on the drive, double team. Hook pass to Flory. Flory, left side of the key to Parker, goes by the defender, kicks to Flory. Quick 3, good and 1. Flory hits the three-pointer and draws the foul on Alec Miller, and he gets a chance at a rare 4-point play here tonight. Miller goes out, Matthew Lusk in to replace him. Brandon Flory for 1 free throw on the far end. Spins the ball, eyes the basket, sends the free throw up and missed it off the left side. Bennett Dean brings it back for the Governors. Bennett Dean across the timeline. Gives on the right wing to Lettler. Lettler goes top of the circle with it to Lusk. Left baseline to Bennett Dean. Right side of the key, Stout is a shooter. That one's going to come up short, though. Rebound to Parker Schmidt. Parker down the right side with the basketball. Stops, turns, gives to Evan Faulkner, right wing. Evan off a Blake Holden pick. Evan on the drive. Evan kicks it right wing to Parker. Parker looks inside, puts it on the floor. Left side of the key, Solomon for three off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by the Governors. Matthew Lusk will bring it across the timeline. Lusk dribbles way outside right side as the Governors are going to play for the last shot of the half. Bennett Dean with it out front. Gives to Matthew Lusk, right wing. Lusk to Stout on the left wing. Left corner, Bennett Dean, quick turnaround three, doesn't go. Long rebound to Gray Zabel. Zabel puts it up, blocked by Solomon Bach. Rebounded by Blake Holden, and that's how we end the first half of play. Watertown 22, Pierre 15. Let's take a 2-minute timeout.
This is Dustin with Active Heating. Participation in extracurricular activities helps develop the skills necessary for tomorrow's leaders. Active Heating is always striving to be the best, just like the Arrows. Knowledge, trust, communication, and a relentless pursuit of a common goal are what make the Watertown Arrows and our team at Active Heating so great. Thanks, Arrows, for your hard work and determination, and for getting active in our school and community.
Great buys this week at Hy-Vee in Watertown. Navel oranges, 19 cents each. Ground beef, 80-20, 1-pound roll, $1.88, limit 2. Hy-Vee canned vegetables, 39 cents. That Smart peanut butter, 16 ounce, $1.18. And that Smart ketchup, 23 ounces, 77 cents at Hy-Vee in Watertown.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
At Great Western Bank, they know that champions play as one. One team with one goal. They know that champions don't just happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of coaching and teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today and become part of a winning team. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
This is the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show. The Arrows leading at halftime 22-15. And let's take a look at the statistics from that first half. For the Pierre Governors, they were 3 of 9 in the first quarter, 4 of 12 in the second, 7 of 21 at halftime for Pierre, 1 3-point basket made. They got to the free throw line once and missed that. They had 8 turnovers in the first half of play. For Watertown, 5 of 14 in the first quarter, but just 3 of 8 in the second. 8 of 22 at halftime for Watertown. The Arrows have 3 3-point baskets made. Arrows got to the free throw line 5 times and made 2 of those. Watertown turned it over 3 times in the first half of play. Leading scorers for Pierce, 8 points for Gray Zabel, 7 points for Garrett Stout for their total of 15. For Watertown, Brandon Flory has 6, 5 for Solomon Bach, 4 points for Parker Schmidt, 3 points for Evan Faulkner, Blake Holden with 2, and Adam DeYoung with 2. Paul Adam has 3 fouls, Grant Judson 2. Nobody else with more than that in the first half. 22-15 our score here at halftime in favor of the Arrows. This is the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back in 1 minute.
It's your lucky day. Your name was drawn and you've won $7 million.
Good.
All you need to do at this time is wire $2,000 to pay for taxes and registration. of the
Ugly
sweepstakes.
physical first half.
Closest wiring business to you. Sounds easy, doesn't it? This scam is victimizing residents across the state, with the scammer always coming back for more money. With cold weather, scammers know you're at home by your phone a lot more. If you suspect somebody has fallen victim to this scam, please contact the Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection, 1-800-300-1986, or at consumerhelp@state.sd.us.
Hi, this is Dr. Rob Van Laken from Van Laken Orthodontics. Did you know a smile is more than just straight teeth? In fact, straightening teeth is only the very beginning in engineering a beautiful, confident smile that is individually yours. We know you want to make the absolute best choice for your family and achieve fantastic results that last a lifetime. So we provide free consultations at no charge and require no referral, providing you with all the information you need to make an informed decision. Another way Van Laken Orthodontics helps you to live life smiling.
Welcome back to the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show. 22-15 Arrows here at halftime. Joined by Tyler Snaza, the 9th grade coach. A-game, how'd it go?
Today was a good day. I mean, we ended well for our season. It was a good team win.
Overall, happy with how the season went?
Oh, absolutely. Every team has their ups and downs, and I just kind of feel like, we started a little on the low side and we just kept getting better. I don't think we kind of hit our peak at any point. I think we just kind of kept improving throughout the year, and they're just a fun group of kids. I mean, not every group you get has this kind of energy that they do. I mean, they just kind of came to work every day and got better, and they were fun.
How about the B team, B game? How'd that go?
B game was good. We won that one as well. A lot of guys step up in our B games. I mean, it's rare you ever see somebody who's got 14, 15 points in the B game. It's a lot of 4s and 5s and 6s and 7s. A lot of people chip in the B game, and that's what they did tonight. I mean, they just did all the little stuff together.
All right, appreciate you coming up all season long. Tyler Snaza, the 9th grade coach, and occasionally Blake Heiser comes up. Most of the time, Pat McClemens makes it all the way up here into the booth, and he made it again tonight.
I did. I'm out of breath.
I tried to give you a little break there.
I caught it for a second. Anyway.
Good sophomore game.
Yeah, the last 6 games, I think that one over in Marshall where we survived, but since then, we've played pretty good basketball. We really have. And very unselfish. I think when Dawson Schmidt's on the floor, I think everybody knows if you're open, he's going to find you. And that just translates to everybody then wanting to make an extra pass and try to get the best shot possible. So, I'm real happy with the way we ended up. I think, we're 12-7 or 13-6 or something like that. And certainly there are games that we maybe lost, but there's probably 1 or 2 in there that we won that maybe we shouldn't have. So, just real happy with where we're at, and we'll find out, in the next few weeks, what these kids' plans are and the commitment they have to make, obviously, in the summertime and even in the spring, Todd, as you know, whether they're going out for track or baseball or tennis or whatever it is. Trying to find that balance and still be able to get in the weight room and find some time to work on your skills.
Got to get better if they're going to play at the next level.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big jump. I mean, you go from freshman to sophomore, and then that sophomore is kind of the deciding factor for a lot of them in regards to the JV and the varsity kids. You really have to mature physically and work on your game. So.
Appreciate you making the trek up here all season long as well.
God, my Achilles is killing me with all them steps. Start taking the elevator.
We might have to figure out a remote wireless mic or something.
We should do that. Back when I was a girls' coach, you used to come down.
I've gotten older, though, Coach. I can't make the run anymore.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Pat McClemens joining us. Sophomore's got a nice win. The final score there was 61-43. Second half of the varsity game comes up in 2 minutes.
This is Casey from Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living, where we offer the best of both worlds. As much independence as you want with the security that we are staffed around the clock 24/7. Our mission is to help our residents live more active, independent lives. We currently have a physical therapist and restorative therapist as only part of the wide range of amenities we have to offer. Stop in today and see how Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living can offer peace of mind for you and your loved ones.
Life is sweet in Stony Brook Suites.
Hi, it's Angie from Gather. Our shop was created to provide a comfortable, welcoming place for friends to meet. Gather is committed to quality, both in the items we serve and in the experience you have, every single time. We're open Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. and Saturdays at 8, so anytime is a great time to feel welcome. At Gather Coffee, Eats, and Gifts on the corner of Kemp Avenue and 2nd Street Southeast, downtown Watertown, where it's fresh, it's homemade, and it comes with a smile.
At Prairie Lakes, the collaboration and dedication of our talented team of healthcare professionals allows us to offer the specialty services of a major medical center while still providing personalized treatment right here at home. We are proud to be your regional leader, but more than that, we are proud to be your choice for quality healthcare. Prairie Lakes Healthcare System.
Your health, our mission.
Avanti Federal Credit Union's a proud supporter of the Watertown Arrows, and what sets the Arrows apart is the commitment, loyalty, and hard work displayed throughout the sports season. Just like Avanti Federal Credit Union, serving you with the same level of commitment for 65 years, striving to offer you the best, whether it's your next loan at a competitive rate or a savings account, earning the best interest available. Avanti Federal Credit Union, 1620 4th Street Northeast, North Highway 81, 882-2357. Committed to you, and they'll work hard for you. You've been listening to the Van Laken Orthodontics halftime show as we get set for the second half of action here tonight. Live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net, brought to you by Sharp Automotive. Arrows lead 22-15 as we start the third quarter. Brandon Flory to put the ball in play for Watertown, bounces it into Evan Faulkner. Evan across the timeline. 1-2-2 zone by Pierre. Top of the key, Blake with a one-hand catch. Gives it up left wing to Evan. Evan holds the ball, puts it on the floor. Works it top of the key. Gives to Flory, right baseline to Parker. Parker on the dribble. Way outside, right side to Flory. Back to Parker in the corner. Slashes. Top of the key to Evan. Left baseline, Solomon. Top of the key to Evan. Hook pass right wing to Parker. On the drive to the glass. Scoops it in. Parker Schmidt doing a nice job of taking the ball to the basket tonight. He's got 3 lay-ins for 6 points. 24-15 Arrow lead. Lusk, left side of the key to Zabel. Right wing to Stout. Stout had a clear out, didn't use it. Paul Adams looked like he traveled, got away with that. Missed the shot, rebounded by Evan Faulkner. Gives down the right side to Flory. Flory spins his dribble to Evan. Solomon Bach, left side of the top of the key. Skip pass to Flory, through his hands and out of bounds. Turnover number 4 on the Arrows. 24-15 Arrows, a minute gone, third quarter of play. Garrett Stout to put it in play. Does so to Matthew Lusk. Lusk gives it up to Stout. Arrows with a little three-quarter court 1-2-2 zone. Whistle and a foul on Blake Holden on the play. For Blake, that'll be his second personal. First team foul, second half on the Arrows. Garrett Stout to inbound it, left sideline, 24 feet above the baseline. Picked off on a lazy pass by Evan Faulkner, and Evan gets the lay-in. 5 points for Evan Faulkner, and the Arrows lead 26-15. Stout across the timeline, going to the glass. His runner doesn't go. Paul Adam rebounds, though. He puts it up and in off the glass. Arrows back with it to Flory in the right corner. Down low to Solomon. Took his eye off the ball. Evan Faulkner pushed off with the left arm. Evan gets his first personal. Turnover 5 against the Watertown Arrows. 26-17 Arrows on top. 6:27 to go here in the third quarter of play. Garrett Stout skip pass to Paul Adam. Back to Matthew Lusk. Lusk. Right-hand dribble across the timeline. Lusk dumps to Stout, top of the key. Stout to Paul Adam on the left wing. Left baseline, Judson for 3, no good. Long rebound grabbed by the Arrows, Solomon Bach. Gives it off to Evan Faulkner and then to Parker Schmidt. Parker to Evan, top of the key. Evan on the dribble. Looks at the 1-2-2 zone to Solomon. Left baseline, Parker fakes the 3 to the glass again. You could hear the slap up here. Should have been an and one. He laid it in and got the basket. You could hear the slap on his arm all the way up here, but no call. Judson on the left wing. Judson on the dribble to the right side of the key. Zabel double teamed on the left baseline. Zabel turns and looks, whistled and traveled with the basketball. Turnover number 10 against the Governors. Pierre Lear in, also Adam DeYoung in. Timeout taken on the court by the Governors. 5:39 to go third quarter. Arrows lead 28-17, back in 30.
Clausen & Sons Construction will have the same great service that you've come to expect. Ken, Chad, and Jeremy can help you with your residential, farm, and business construction. There's no job too big or too small. Whether it's clearing, grading, site preparation, gravel hauling, road rebuilding, or lagoons, they can get the job done. They sell gravel, crushed concrete, recycled asphalt, and landscape rock. Clausen & Sons Construction have appreciated your business and look forward to working with you. Call 882-3735 today. That's Clausen & Sons Construction in Watertown.
5:39 to go here in the third quarter. Arrows lead 28-17. Inbound to Parker Schmidt. Parker going to be double teamed, possibly. Keeps his head up. Good job watching for the double team. Gets it across the timeline to Adam DeYoung. DeYoung left side of the top of the key to Solomon right side of the key. Dumps it down low to Pierre. Pierre couldn't handle the pass. It was right on his hands. Went off his hands and out of bounds. Good entering pass by Solomon that time, but a turnover on the Arrows. Inbound to Lusk, gives it back to Garrett Stout. 28-17 Arrow lead. Stout across the timeline. Gives to Lusk, way outside left side to Paul Adam in the left corner. Judson top of the key, right wing to Stout. Stout goes top of the key to Paul Adam. He gets it inside to Zabel. Zabel, little turnaround jumpers off the rim. Pierre Lear did not box out. Paul Adam went to the glass, got the offensive rebound, and put it back up and in. 28-19 in favor of Watertown. Parker on the left wing to Adam DeYoung. DeYoung on the drive to the baseline to Solomon Bach left corner for three, and he swishes. Solomon hits the three, makes it 31-19. Matthew Lusk off to Garrett Stout. Stout to Lusk. Still in the backcourt right side. Crosses over the 10-second line. Stout right side of the key to Judson. Good position by Zabel. Double teamed. He'll put one up off balance and roll it in. Good muscle move by Zabel. He's a physical kid. Good basketball player when he gets that good low block position. Adam DeYoung, top of the key to Faulkner. Gives right wing to Parker. Kicks it left wing. Adam open for the three, short. Long rebound comes to Judson. Judson gives to Matthew Lusk. Arrows by 10, 31-21. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Garrett Stout, top of the key to Paul Adam. Adam at the free throw line. Gives left wing to Judson. Judson, right wing to Stout. Down low it goes to Zabel. To the glass, lays it in again, and he'll get a chance at a three-point play. The Arrows do not have an answer for Zabel in the lane, as he has 6 field goals and 12 points. And every time the Arrows get a little distance, all of a sudden, the Governors come right back, so they're not going away. Zabel with a chance at a three-point play. He's got a dozen in the game. Zabel on the far end puts that free throw up and in. 13 for Zabel, and it's a 31-24 Arrow lead. Full court pressure here by the Governors. Pierre Lear to inbound it. Pierre comes into Adam DeYoung. Adam works against Bennett Dean now. Adam will bring it across the timeline. Gives left side of the key to Pierre Lear. Puts it on the floor, dribbles baseline. Pierre hands it off to Blake Holden. Blake goes top of the key to Adam. Right wing it goes to Flory. Flory holds the ball. Got to do something. Puts it on the floor. Gets inside. Gets in a double team, gives to Faulkner right side of the key for three, off no good. Blake rebounds. He can't get the first one to go. He did get the second one to go, though. And the Arrows lead 33-24. Bennett Dean across the timeline to Lettler. Lettler on the right wing. Lettler left wing to Lusk for three, and no good. Rebound taken down by Flory. Flory gets it ahead to Evan Faulkner. Evan works against Lusk, gets it across the timeline to Flory. Left wing pass to Pierre Lear, bounces it to nobody. Turnover number 7 on the Watertown Arrows. 2:48 to go in the third quarter, 33-24 in favor of Watertown. Garrett Stout to put it in play. Stout tosses it in to Andrew Coverdale. Coverdale across the timeline, defended by Parker. Coverdale goes right corner to Bennett Dean, dumps it down low. Top of the key to Coverdale to the free throw line. Jumper from there is good. Andrew Coverdale gets the hoop. 33-26 Watertown. Blake Holden, left wing to Flory. Gives top of the key to Parker. Adam, lob for Blake, too far. Blake grabs it and throws it to row number 5 in the bleachers. And the Arrows want to take a timeout. The Arrows have 5 turnovers in this quarter. Timeout taken by Watertown. We'll take one as well. Come back in 30.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them partners, the financial professionals that can help you tap into strengths you might not know you even have and guide you to where you want to be financially and personally, because no one wins alone. Start building financial security with Northwestern Mutual. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Contact Bill Keller, Taylor, or Tyson Zemlicka in the Watertown office of Northwestern Mutual.
33-26 in favor of Watertown. 2:18 to go in the third quarter of play. Garrett Stout to toss it in. Does so to Andrew Coverdale. Coverdale, right hand dribble across the timeline. Has a clear out. Goes right wing, top of the key to Dean. Dean left wing to Garrett Stout. Left baseline to Lettler. Left wing to Stout. Around the horn, down in the right corner to Andrew Coverdale. Good movement by the Governors. Lettler down low in the lane. Left baseline. Jump shot on the way and hit the support wire. No good on the attempt by Bennett Dean. Arrows get the basketball. Governors got good motion in their offense. They're doing a nice job offensively of moving without the ball. Arrows need to get some of that going as well. Parker Schmidt will bring the ball across the timeline for the Arrows. Parker at the midcourt stripe gives left wing to Flory. Flory, top of the key to Pierre, right wing to Parker. Parker going to work off a high pick. Dribbles into a double team, gets out of it. Adam DeYoung. DeYoung skip pass to Pierre, left baseline. Dumps it down low to Blake, lays it in. Good catch by Blake, good assist by Pierre Lear. 35-26 Arrows. Stout back with it for the Governors. Kicks it in the corner, jump shot on the way, and good. Good penetration and kick out that time. Lettler with the 3-point basket, and the 12-point lead is down to 6. Adam DeYoung falls down, gives to Parker Schmidt. Right wing to Flory. Down low to Blake. Block shot from behind. Pierre comes up with a loose ball, and he gets the lay-in. 37-29 Arrows on top. With the ball out front is Lettler. He goes by Pierre Lear to the basket and scores the lay-in. Lettler's got 5, makes it 31-37 Arrows on top. Lettler gives a lot of energy to the Governors. Blake Holden, top of the key, right wing to Parker. Parker gives to Flory in the right corner. Flory, top of the key to Adam, left wing to Parker, left baseline to Pierre. Dribbles into a double team, nowhere to go, and is going to get bailed out on a foul on the play. And we'll see who that goes on. That is going to go on James Mikkonen. His first, team first on Pierre in the second half. Arrows will inbound with 25 seconds on the clock. Flory inbounds to Solomon Bach, top of the key, hands to Brandon. Brandon gives to Solomon, right side of the top of the key. Solomon out front to Parker Schmidt. Gives to Evan Faulkner, way out right side. Terry Becker trying to implore his team to play defense. Evan Faulkner, nice dish to Blake. Ball kicked, though, out of bounds by the defense of Andrew Coverdale. Good job by Coverdale to drop down and help. Flory will inbound right of his own basket on the baseline to Solomon on the right wing. Top of the key, it goes to Flory on the right wing for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound down to the Pierre Governors. 37-21 Arrows, end of 3, fourth quarter in a minute.
Ramkota Hotel is the perfect hotel to stay at while visiting for conventions and events, and is the only full-service hotel property in Watertown. Minerva is also provided for your convenience at the Ramkota. While staying at the hotel, guests can enjoy an indoor heated pool, hot tub, exercise facility, cocktail lounge, business center, and full-service meeting and banquet facilities, accommodating up to 1,600. Call today to find out more. The Ram Coda, 886-8011.
At Qdoba, we think you should be free to explore the boundaries of flavor. Rule your burrito with a guacamole fist if you like. Throw down any of our tantalizing quesos. If you want tortilla soup on everything, go for it. We're not going to stop you, because at Qdoba, every order comes with a heaping side of flavor freedom.
Qdoba in Watertown, just north of Walmart.
In that quarter, the Pierre Governors were 7 of 13 from the field, 1-3, 1 for 1 from the line, 2 turnovers. The Arrows 7 of 12, 1-3, no free throws, 5 turnovers on Watertown in that quarter. We have a ball game, 37-31. Inbound to Judson, gives it up to Garrett Stout. Stout to Matthew Lusk. Lusk dumps it left side of the top of the key to Zabel. Zabel on the dribble against Blake. Gets in a double team. Turns. Baseball pass left wing to Stout. Top of the key, Lettler. Lettler on the right baseline to Judson. Down low it goes to Zabel. Zabel works against Blake. Good D by Blake, and Zabel still got it up and down. Zabel's got 15 in the game now. Evan Faulkner back for Watertown. It's a 4-point game. The Arrows led by 12 not that long ago. Flory had it knocked away. Pierre just being very aggressive, doing a good job. Blake down low, tried to muscle one, didn't get it to go. Scramble for the loose ball, picked up by the Pierre Governors. Lusk nearly threw it away. Evan Faulkner trying to save it, couldn't do so. It'll be basketball to Pierre. 37-33 in favor of the Watertown Arrows. 7:08 to go in the game. Garrett Stout to put it in play. Stout trying to get it in, does so to Zabel near the midcourt stripe. Zabel leaves it for Matthew Lusk. Lusk on the left wing to Judson. Judson, top of the key to Stout on the cut. Stout steps to Judson, left side of the key. Lettler, one dribble and spent it. Right baseline to Zabel. Zabel picks up his dribble after one. Baseball pass to Judson. Stout in the left corner. Top of the key to Lusk. Stout on the left wing for three. No good. Rebound to Solomon Bach. Solomon to Parker Schmidt and back to Solomon, then to Flory, way outside left side. Flory holds the ball, puts it on the floor to Solomon, way outside right side. Down low to Blake. Inside on Zabel. Blocked his shot. Loose ball. Blake tips that one in, and he'll get a chance at a three-point play. The foul will go on Grant Jensen, his third. Into the game is Paul Adam. Out goes Lettler. Lettler came in and gave Pierre a lot of good energy. Blake holding at the free throw line to try to convert a conventional three-point play. Blake eyes the basket, puts that free throw up, and no good. Rebound down to Paul Adam. Gives it out to Stout. Arrows lead 39-33. Stout on the dribble. Stops. Top of the key to Lusk. Left wing to Judson. Right side of the key to Adam. Down low to Zabel. Zabel, left side of the key to Stout. Left baseline to Judson. Top of the key to Stout. In the lane to Zabel. Zabel works against Blake. Goes to the basket. Runners up. No good this time. Good block out by Solomon Bach. Rebound to Flory. Gives it up to Parker Schmidt and then back to Flory and then to Parker. Off of Parker and out of bounds, though not a good pass by Brandon Flory that time. 39-33 Arrows, 5:52 to go in the game. Inbound in the backcourt to Matthew Lusk. Lusk across the timeline, worked by Evan Faulkner. Gives to Stout, right side of the key, to Paul Adam in the right corner. Adam to Zabel on the cut. Zabel, hook pass left wing, top of the key to Stout. Right wing, Paul Adam, fakes to three. Gives to Zabel, right wing. He'll take the three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to Lusk. Layup, no good. Evan Faulkner with the foul. For Evan, that'll be foul number 2. Team number 4 against the Arrows. And Matthew Lusk at the line for 2 shots. On the far end. Oh, they called that on Flory? Maybe it was Flory instead of Evan Faulkner. I'm not sure. I thought it was Evan who was down there. At any rate, Flory gets the foul, so we'll correct that in our book here too. Matthew Lusk missed the first free throw, missed the second one. Blake rebounds, gives out to Parker Schmidt. 39-33 Arrow lead, 5:20 to go in the game. Evan Faulkner on the drive, scoops it up, no good, but to follow was Solomon Bach who got the lay-in. Lusk down the right side to Paul Adam. Adam on the dribble in the right corner, out front to Lusk. Left side of the key, Judson. Top of the key, Stout. Stout on the cut to Paul Adam. Good help by Evan Faulkner. Judson in the left corner, no good. Blake with a one-hand rebound. Blake gives it up to Parker Schmidt and then off to Evan Faulkner. 41-33 Arrows on top. Evan on the dribble outside. Evan got to do something with the ball. Gives to Solomon Bach way outside left side. Hands to Parker Schmidt. Gives to Flory off the pick. Turn, fire, three. No good. Rebound taken out of there by Paul Adam. Adam gives to Stout. He's on the run to the basket. A lot of contact. Foul going to be called on the drive against the Watertown Arrows. Now the officials are going to discuss it. And what are they going to say? They're going to say a foul on Evan Faulkner. And they're going to say it was a shooting foul, so it'll be 2 shots. At the free throw line is Garrett Stout for 2. First one by Stout on the far end is up and in. Pierre Lear in the game, Adam DeYoung in the game for Watertown. Into the game is Andrew Coverdale for the Governors. And also, I think, James Mikkonen. 41-34 Arrow lead, 4.5 to go. Stout free throw is on the way and good. Inbound to Schmidt, had it knocked away from behind. Arrows turn it over. Paul Adam with the loose ball, got it to Lusk. 10 turnovers on Watertown. Left wing is Stout. Stout goes top of the key to Paul Adam. Nice lob to Mikkonen, and he's fouled on the play by Evan Faulkner. The one thing the Governors have done very, very well tonight is they have been aggressive after the basketball. And if the Arrows are lazy on their passes or aren't sharp, they've gotten it knocked out of their hands. Mikkonen, left side of the key, hands it off to Stout. He threw it to Lusk, and he threw it right to Pierre Lear. Now, Pierre needed to give it up to a guard. He didn't, and he turned it over. Dump pass down low, intended for Paul Adam. Pierre turned it over for the 12th time. A little sloppy here. Parker Schmidt across the timeline. Arrows need to run some offense. Parker picked up his dribble in a bad spot. Solomon Bach goes baseline drive. He'll put it up, no good, not even close. Rebound taken down by the Governors. Garrett Stout on the drive with the European step. Didn't get that one to go. And then Solomon Bach rebounds and a foul called on Paul Adam. That'll be his 4th. Into the game is Lettler for the Governors, and I'm not sure that's a good trade for the Arrows there because Lettler has come in with a lot of energy for the Governors. Evan Faulkner gets the inbounds pass. Now you got to take care of the ball because the Governors are going after it. Left wing to Adam DeYoung. DeYoung on the dribble, stops, gives to Pierre Lear, left corner. Pierre one dribble, bounces down low to Solomon. Solomon double team, steps to the basket, drew a lot of contact and still got the lay-in to go. He's got a dozen, 43-35 Arrows, 3 minutes to go. Matthew Lusk across the timeline. Lusk on the dribble, spent it. Now he hands it off out front to Lettler. Lettler picks up his dribble way outside. He gives it to Stout on the cut, left baseline to Lusk. Hands it to Coverdale, throws it inside to Mikkonen. His jumper, eye over. Rebound taken down by the Arrows. Evan Faulkner will advance the ball across the 10-second line. Evan on the dribble as the Arrows spread the floor a little bit. Adam DeYoung out front to Pierre Lear. Pierre to Evan on the left wing. Got to take care of the ball. They're going to go after it. DeYoung between the circles. Left wing to Parker. Parker holds the ball, dumps it down low to Solomon. He turns, fires a 10-footer, rims out. Rebound taken down by Garrett Stout. 8-point Arrow lead, 2.5 to go. Timeout taken by the Governors. We'll take it as well. 60 when we come back.
All it takes is one.
One smile. One text.
One question. Conversation.
Invitation. Discussion.
All it takes is 1 minute.
One moment.
One comment.
One compliment.
All it takes is one pledge. To be the one.
To be the one.
The one to show you care.
The one to reach out. The one to ask.
It doesn't seem like enough.
But when someone is considering suicide,
One could be all it takes to change their mind. To change their mind.
Visit BeTheOneSD.com for signs of crisis or depression. Then be the one to show you care.
A message from Glacial Lake Safe. Suicide awareness for everyone.
Brian's Glass is a proud supporter of high school athletics and wishes all of the Watertown Arrows athletes good luck during the year. Brian's Glass can assist you with commercial and residential glass needs and is also able to assist you with your windshield needs. For all of your glass needs, contact Brian's Glass at 886-5328. That's Brian's Glass, 886-5328. And go Arrows.
2:23 to go in the game. Arrows 43, Governors 35. Lettler will inbound the ball on the left sideline, 19 feet above the baseline. Comes into Matthew Lusk, right wing to Garrett Stout, down low to Zabel, left side of the key to Coverdale, right corner to Stout. Coverdale, top of the key, left wing it goes to Matthew Lusk. Lusk to Stout on the left wing, left baseline. Lettler on the drive, scores the lay-in. Lettler has really been good in the second half. He's got 7. Governors play with a lot of energy on the defensive end. Flory on the dribble, got it off to Evan Faulkner. Arrows got to get Solomon Bach the basketball down low. Evan on the dribble, close to 5. Gave it up to Adam DeYoung. DeYoung on the dribble to Evan, top of the key. Evan had it swatted away by Matthew Lusk, and then Lusk hustled after it, and a whistle and a timeout taken by the Arrows when Evan Faulkner got the ball. Evan got to take better care of the basketball. He said something to the officials as he headed to the sideline, but he's just got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. They've been coming after you all game. You got to understand they're going to come after you more when it gets late in the game like this. 43-37, Arrows take time. The Arrows will have 11 seconds on the shot clock to try to get something done, and they really need to get the ball in the hands of Solomon Bach in the lane area. I was going to say in the paint, but the Arrows court doesn't really have the paint. Here the paint is outside the lane, so you want to get Solomon the ball down low and let him go to work inside. 1:41 to go in the ball game. Arrows leading 43-37. Final regular season game of the year for Watertown. The Arrows will play in the round of 16, and that'll be a week from Saturday. Could be here, could be on the road. That won't be determined until all the games are done. Adam DeYoung to put the ball in play. Adam looks in, gives it into Evan Faulkner. Evan across the timeline, met by Lusk, and Evan went over and back. Turnover number 12 on Watertown. 43-37, a minute and a half to go. Pierre basketball as Matthew Lusk will advance it. Lusk gives to Zabel, left side of the top of the key. Zabel, right side of the key to Stout, tried to go down low. Lettler backing into Solomon Bach. Solomon moved, Lettler fell down. Turnover number 13 on the Pierre Governors. 1:28 to go in the game. Arrows 43, Pierre 37. Parker Schmidt to inbound the ball. Arrows got to go get it. They do get it to Flory. Flory double-teamed and fouled by Garrett Stout. Stout gets his first. That's only the 4th team foul on the Governors, so they can continue to go aggressively after the basketball. Parker Schmidt to put it in play, does so to Solomon Bach. He gets double-teamed, got it up to Parker, off to Evan Faulkner, fires it ahead to Flory. Flory takes it outside to Solomon. Garrett Stout turned his ankle. Way outside, Evan Faulkner. Evan got to take care of the ball, hands it off to Flory. Flory had it knocked away again, didn't take care of the ball. Loose ball scrambled for, saved by Blake Holden got it down low to Solomon Bach for the two-hand jam. Two teams trade turnovers, and the Arrows get the dunk. Terry Becker not happy on the sideline at all. Top of the key through the hands of Matthew Lusk and out of bounds. Turnover number 15 against the Pierre Governors. 45-37 Arrows, 47 seconds to go. Parker inbounds to Solomon, got it off to Flory. Flory going to be fouled by Garrett Stout. (45-37) in favor of Watertown with 44 seconds to go in the game. Parker Schmidt to put it in play. Gets it to Evan. Evan going to be swatted at and fouled on the play by Andrew Coverdale. And one more before the Arrows shoot 1-and-1 free throws. 45-37 with 41 seconds to go. Parker to get it inbounds. Does so to Solomon. Fouled immediately by Lettler. And Solomon Bach will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Adam DeYoung will come in. Pierre Lear will come in for the Arrows. Out goes Flory, and Pierre will come in for Solomon. 40 seconds remaining. Arrows lead 45-37. Solomon Bach at the line for a 1-and-1. He is 2 for 4 from the line, now 3 for 5. 15 points in the game for Solomon Bach, and he's got another one coming. 46-37, Arrows on top. Another free throw for Solomon Bach is on the way, no good. Rebound to Matthew Lusk. Lusk will push it down court. Lusk dribbles it on the right wing, deep in the corner to Coverdale for three, no good. Long rebound, Coverdale grabs it, gives to Stout, right side of the key. His three goes, and a timeout taken by the Pierre Governors. Timeout on the court by Pierre. Arrows by 6, 25 seconds to go. Back in 30 seconds.
Do you suffer from dry eyes? Do they burn, sting, itch, or water? Do your eyes get tired after staring at the computer? These are all signs of dry eye disease. Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. I'm here to tell you that we can help. We offer some of the most advanced technology in diagnosis and treatment of dry eye, and we're extremely excited to announce that we now offer LipiFlow treatments. Give us a call today to schedule your dry eye evaluation at 882-4175. Kunkel Snyder Optometric on Highway 81 North in Watertown.
25 seconds to go in the game. Arrows 46, Pierre 40. Watertown will inbound the ball full length away from their basket. If I'm Pierre, I want to try to foul Blake Holden. So I'd let him go get the ball, and then I'd foul him. Parker Schmidt to inbound it, got it into Evan Faulkner, and Evan's going to be fouled. And he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Into the game, Adam DeYoung. Evan Faulkner at the line for a 1-and-1. Still a lot of time. It's only a 2-possession game right now. And still 24 seconds. That's a lot of time. Evan's free throw no good. Zabel gives it off to Matthew Lusk. Lusk across the timeline. Lusk gets it to Stout in the corner. Three-pointer is up and short. Rebound to Parker Schmidt. And he got it off into the hands of Blake Holden, but Parker got fouled on the play. So Parker will go to the free throw line. He'll be there for a 1-and-1. The Arrows are 1 for 4 here in the fourth quarter. Parker at the line for a 1-and-1. First one is on the way and good. And that makes it a 3-possession game now as the Arrows lead by 7. Next free throw by Parker is good. He got them both. Arrows lead 48-40. Inbound to Lettler. Lettler pushes it down court. Let him go. Don't foul him. Let him go. Lettler scores the lay-in. Arrows can step out of bounds and hold the ball. They do inbound it. They didn't have to. And the Arrows win 48-42 here tonight and end their regular season with 11 wins and 9 losses. The Arrows have won 6 straight ball games. Let's take a 2-minute timeout.
Where do you get free popcorn and ice with the purchase? Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash and Gas Station in Watertown. Fill up your vehicle with diesel or gas and receive $1 off